One of the tools that I have really enjoyed using in the last few years is ClickUp. In this walkthrough today, I will walk through a rental management solution that I built very quickly to manage rental property for a single property manager, tracking everything on his own. So as you can see on the left side here, it is called a space, which I called rental. I created 5 different lists: internal, not related to any clients or tenants; external, involving tenants; and I like to keep track of the tenants, rooms, payments separately, so I created different lists. You can see the number of tickets that I have for each, and for each, I can easily write notes about the specific things so I can see the history of from the log itself. So this is the space level where we can create different views. So overview, we can have multiple cards. So I did not configure anything here, so I will skip that for now. But this list is a roll up view of everything down there. We don't have to go through each one of these if we properly configure with filters what we want to show, how we want to group, and it is pretty easy to do, and I will not go through it today. We can also have the options of not only showing in a list view but also in a board view like Kanban, and we also have the ability to create many other views. So for task internal, these two are the same. One is for internal only, the other one is external related. What I like about ClickUp is the ability to have custom fields, and this is the way you can add custom fields. There are different types, and it is very easy to do. You can also configure different views so that you don't have to configure different filters all the time and spend time doing that. For the external, I also created what's called the relationship field, where we can associate one ticket to another with a relationship, so that when we call this particular ticket and relating it to this ticket, we can inherit all the children for this. For example, the start date of this particular tenant, we don't have to create another custom field in this view or in this list, but rather we can just inherit based on the relationship. This is the view for tenant. As you can see, I have it divided into different status. So I can see who is just doing inquiry, registered, put down payment, active, and leaving. We can save this configuration, including whether we want to have them collapse or open by default. And again, I have different views to keep track of what payment is overdue, who's leaving, and their details. If I go into a specific client, I can see their profile, and also I can see the relationships. In this case, the specific payments that they have made, and also which room. Everything is linked together, so I can navigate between one to another very seamlessly. The filters are very easy to use. You can have the options to do multiple and or logic. So for the room, I have the room number from 1 to the number of rooms that they have. I can associate it again with relationship field, that I can easily go into the specific client ticket, and again I can see all the relationships. I can have what levels the rooms are in, the type of room, maybe association with the price. So the configuration opportunity is kind of limitless. And for payments, I have them divided by tenants, and I can conveniently see the payments made for each of the client by their payment date. And if I want to know a specific one, I can just continue to look, or I can use the search or filter to find the one that I need. There's a lot of optimizations workflow we can do, especially if the rental manager starts to hire a team who is also going to work in this tool. We can take advantage of some automations, which I've set up some here, but I will not go through. Agents leveraging AI to be able to help summarize, create context, take actions, very useful. And also, when we have a lot of context and we have a lot of lists and tickets, sometimes we don't want to spend time to look for information, and having this feature is very handy, allowing us to just like ask, hey, what payments are going to be due in 5 days? So that feature comes in really handy. This is just a very simple rental management setup that I did. And in the next video, I might do a different iterations of this, either going deep or a different applications. Thank you.